been an unusual week in school with quite a bit of disruption, as you know, due to strike days. We had a polling day, but what has been really, really positive is how the students have responded to that, and we've really made the most of those 2 days where we've really supported Year 11 and our exam groups in terms of high quality intervention and support to try and really support them in their core subjects. So thank you to parents for your support with that. We know that this disruption really does affect you. We hope, obviously next week is a shorter week again. We've all got a bank holiday this weekend, but we'll only have a 4-day week next week. So Monday, obviously, they will be at home with you as well. Just to be aware that we've been really working hard at trying to create more opportunities for student leadership across the school. So there's been some really exciting new initiatives. So for example, Year 8 have been involved in being a student receptionist and really supporting and being ambassadors for the school. And we've really been looking at creating lots of different types of opportunities. So for example, with Year 7 transition champions, we've got some students who are on the student leadership team who actually had a voice into the appointment and recruitment of the head teacher, and they were fantastic in leading that process. I know that you've had a letter explaining about the new head teacher, John Gorgon, who comes with significant experience, already being a head teacher, which I think is fantastic and certainly aligned to the culture and ethos of the school. So we look forward to start working with him actually in the last half term. We will start to do some work together to make sure there's a seamless handover ready for September. So thank you for all the students who've been involved in that process. I was just going to touch about something that's really quite important, and actually again it's something as a parent I see in my own home, and it's something that we've worked on as a school, and that's the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. So a fixed mindset is where you believe that your intelligence, the way things are, is fixed and that actually you don't necessarily get better. Whereas if you've got a growth mindset, you believe that your talents and intelligence can grow and develop over time. And actually there's really, really important differences with that. Because if you've got a fixed mindset, you might think you're not very good at something and that's never going to change. And so sometimes what that can result in is children avoiding challenges, giving up really quickly because they think they can't actually improve that. So it might be really interesting at home to really just observe some of the language used by your children to try and identify when you see a fixed mindset or when you see maybe what's more like a growth mindset. So I will send some information out on that because it's something we've been doing about in school. But things that you can do to help is, for example, reward people's effort and their hard work rather than focusing on what their actual grade or outcome is. And that's something that I've really changed at home actually, is focusing on, well, how much work and preparation have we done to put in that, rather than the fear of not getting a good result, because actually it's about the journey, the learning. The other thing that you can do that's really important is to teach resilience, and that actually it's really important to make mistakes, and actually you're not learning if you're not making mistakes, because someone who's got a fixed mindset actually doesn't want to have a go and take those risks. Really encourage and talk about where maybe you've made mistakes and learned. If you're not failing, as we say, you're not learning. So it's okay to fail, it's okay to make mistakes, and maybe talk about if you hear of celebrities who've made lots of mistakes, who've still learned and gone on to great things. If you look at Richard Branson's story, for example, there was lots of failure along the way, and I think it's a really important part of whether you've got a fixed mindset and therefore you don't take on board the feedback and to grow and develop. So it's really interesting, and it's certainly something that I can see in my son and daughter. So for example, my daughter sometimes doesn't want to have a go unless she feels that she knows she can do that. Sorry, that's our walkie-talkies. And so I'm really encouraging that it's okay to make a mistake, and actually that's how we learn. So just maybe being aware of that and trying to think about some of the things will really help what we're doing in school as well, to make the most of learning and opportunities that they've got. And please do encourage your children to get involved in the enrichment, the extracurricular, and think about any leadership opportunities that are coming their way, because we are looking to develop more things as well. I do hope that you have a lovely bank holiday with your family. Hopefully some of you are having some coronation celebrations. Doesn't look like it's going to be great weather, however hopefully you'll enjoy some family time together. Take care and stay safe.